Hi guys, welcome to another audio video, and I'm reading 2 Samuel 21 of the King James Version Bible, and it reads, Then there was a famine in the days of David 3 years, year after year, and David inquired of the Lord, and the Lord answered, It is for Saul and for his bloody house, because he slew the Gibeonites. And the king called the Gibeonites, and said unto them, No, the Gibeonites were not of the children of Israel, but of the remnants of the Amorites, and the children of Israel had sworn unto them, and Saul sought to slay them in his zeal to the children of Israel and Judah. Wherefore David said unto the Gibeonites, What shall I do for you? And wherewith shall I make the atonement, that ye may bless the inheritance of the Lord? And the Gibeonites said unto him, We will have no silver nor gold of Saul, nor of his house, neither for us shalt thou kill any man in Israel. And he said, What ye shall say, that will I do for you. And they answered the king, The man that consumed us, and that devised against us that we should be destroyed from remaining in any of the coast of Israel, let 7 men of his sons be delivered unto us, and we will hang them up unto the Lord in Gibeah of Saul, whom the Lord did choose. And the king said, I will give them. But the king spared Mephibosheth, the son of Jonathan, the son of Saul, because of the Lord's oath that was between them, between David and Jonathan, the son of Saul. But the king took the 2 sons of Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah, whom she bare unto Saul, Armoni, and Mephibosheth, and the 5 sons of Michal, the daughter of Saul, whom she brought up for Adriel, the son of Barzillai, the Maholathite. And he delivered them into the hands of the Gibeonites, and they hanged them in the hill before the Lord, and they fell all 7 together, and were put to death in the days of harvest, in the first days, in the beginning of barley harvest. And Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah, took sackcloth, and spread it for her upon the rock, from the beginning of the harvest until water dropped upon them out of heaven, and suffered neither the birds of the air to rest on them by day, nor the beasts of the field by night. And it was told David what Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah, the concubine of Saul, had done. And David went and took the bones of Saul and the bones of Jonathan his son from the men of Jabesh Gilead, which had stolen them from the street of Bethshan, where the Philistines had hanged them, when the Philistines had slain Saul in Gilboa. And he brought up from thence the bones of Saul and the bones of Jonathan his son, and they gathered the bones of them that were hanged, and the bones of Saul and Jonathan his son buried they in the country of Benjamin in Zelah, in the sepulchre of Kish his father. And they performed all that the king commanded, and after that God was entreated for the land. Moreover, the Philistines had yet war again with Israel, and David went down, and his servants with him, and fought against the Philistines, and David waxed faint. And Ishbibenob, which was the sons of the giant, the weight of whose spear weighed 300 shekels of brass in weight, he being girded with a new sword, thought to have slain David. But Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, succored him, and smote the Philistine, and killed him. Then the men of David sware unto him, saying, Thou shalt go no more out with us to battle, that thou quench not the light of Israel. And it came to pass after this, that there was again a battle with the Philistines at Gob. Then Sibbeshai the Hushathite slew Saph, which was the sons of the giant. And there was again a battle in Gob with the Philistines, where Helanan, the son of Jehoiargim the Bethlehemite, slew the brother of Goliath the Gittite, the staff of whose spear was like a weaver's beam. And there was yet a battle in Gath, where was a man of great stature, that had on every hand 6 fingers, and on every foot 6 toes, 24 in number. And he also was born to the giant. And when he defied Israel, Jonathan the son of Shimeah, the brother of David, slew him. These 4 were born to the giant in Gath, and fell by the hand of David and by the hand of his servants. So guys, in this chapter we see where there was a drought in the land, and this was caused because of what was done to the Gideonites by Saul when he was seeking after David's life. Okay, and this caused an offense, and they were not actually atoned. There was no atonement made to the Gibeonites, and now David had to rectify this issue with the Gibeonites so that they would actually have water in the drought could end, right? And so David called them to find out what they need. They needed a sacrifice of 7 sons of Saul, which was carried out. But something of keynote here is basically the last few verses, where it was highlighted that David was becoming old, and so he became faint on the battlefield and was almost killed. And so his men now told him that he should not come out to battle with them any longer. And I mean, that's something that will happen. That's the natural course of time taking its toll on us as we age. We're not of the same strength that we had before in our youth. Okay, and that is why the Lord calls the young to service, because they're strong. And so with all that taking place, we see that also giants were slayed, 4 giants at the hands of David and his valiant men. And that must have caused some kind of uproar among the members of the giants, right? So there we have it. So what the key note I want you to take from this, because I mean it's very self-explanatory, the chapter. I just basically reviewed just now, right? But what I want you to take from this is something I've said before, but it needs to be reiterated. When you are under the protection of God, you will always be victorious in whatever matter you face. And that is why I say to you continually, give your trials over to God. Give whatever is concerning you over to God. Okay? Give your tribulations over to Him. Just give it to Him and say, Lord, I do not have the strength, but I know that with you I shall overcome. So I give it to you and ask that you will do your work. Alright, and let me tell you, sometimes He will not take them from you because you need to go through them. There's something you need to learn through that trial, through that tribulation, through whatever is concerning you, that will help you to grow spiritually, okay? That will make you a better individual. and so you need to go through it. It's a part of the process, but apart from that, God will always deliver you and you'll always be victorious, because even when you go through those trials, there'll be victory at the end of those trials. Even if you need to go through to learn something and to help to culminate a better godly nature within you, then you will actually still go through that process, but you'll be victorious at the end. Okay, guys? So just give everything to God, okay? It's not of our will why we're able to do stuff, but only because of the will of God, and only through Christ Jesus are we able to be conquerors. And so just give everything over to Him. Alright, guys? So I'm gonna leave it right there. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification so you're alerted to whenever a new audio video is posted. And guys, please also remember to leave your thoughts, your comments, and your revelations down below in the comment section. And please remember, my IG handle is down below in the description box. So if you need to ask me anything, you can always hit me up there. Okay, you can always DM me. Alright, guys, continue to walk in your salvation. And if you've not yet gained it, then seek it. There's no better time to begin than the present. Have yourselves a blessed day. Bye.